So, good morning, friends. My name is Abhishek Das, and you are watching Vision Academic online class. So, those who have seen my channel but till now have not subscribed, so please subscribe our channel, share. एंड आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे हिस्ट्री, क्लास 7 की जो हिस्ट्री है उसी के बारे में. सो फर्स्ट चैप्टर, नेम ऑफ द फर्स्ट चैप्टर, ट्रेसिंग चेंजेस थ्रू ए 1000 years. ट्रेसिंग चेंजेस थ्रू ए 1000 years. कैसे चेंज होते होते आज हमारा भारत बा, आज हमारा पृथ्वी बा, आज हमारा दुनिया कैसे दिखते हैं, चलिए वही आज हम पढ़ते हैं. टेक ए लुक एट मैप 1 and 2. Map 1 is made in 1154 CE by the Arab geographer Al-Adrisi. This is the map 1. This is the map 1. Okay, this is the map 1. Who had art this map? Al-Adrasi. In which year? 1154. ये मैप 1154 में बनवाया गया है और जो बनवाया गया है उस पेंटर का नाम है अल अतरासी. वो एक फेमस जियोग्राफर था. द सेक्शन रिप्रोड्यूस हियर इज अ डिटेल ऑफ द इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट फ्रॉम हिज लार्जर मैप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. सो नाउ यू कैन सी दैट इट इज रिटन इन सब अरब लैंग्वेज. ओके, सम अरबिक लैंग्वेजेस यू कैन सी हियर. आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट in the map is been written, okay, but you can see in the book that it is written in the Arab language. So from this map you can imagine that time how India was look like. Now India has been very small, like very small part, okay, like very small part, but in 1154 this is the India. So you can imagine how big was that time. And map 2 was made in 1720 by French cartographer. This is the map 2. This is the map 2. You can see the India here written. Indies. It has been written. So it has been painted by, or it has been drawn by French cartographer. French cartographer in which year? 1720s. Okay. The two maps are quite different, even though the area of the same area. It is the map of 1154 and it is the map of 770. So very much different. Okay, 1154 and 1774 का जो ड्राइंग बनवाया गया है वो बहुत अलग अलग ड्राइंग है. So the two maps in Al-Adrasi map, South India is where we accept to find. North India, Sri Lanka is the island at the top. You can see that in this Al-Adrasi map, North India and Sri Lanka, the island at the top. You can see in this is the, I think this is the North India and this is the Sri Lanka. You can see this is the island at the top, okay, in the Al-Adrasi map. Place names are marked in Arabic. Previously, now before 1 or 2 minutes ago, I have already told that some Arabic letters are there. So already it has been written here that place names are marked in Arabic. And there are some well-known names like Kanauj in Uttar Pradesh. If you go in Uttar Pradesh someday, my dear students, you can find that Kanauj is a very famous place in Uttar Pradesh. Map 2 was made nearly 600 years after. Map 1 was made in 1154 and map 2 was made in 1720. So the gap between these 2 years was more than 600 years. Okay. During which time information about the subcontinent had changed considerably. So definitely the place also will be changed. and the time also will be changed, so that no one can say that no one can make exact drawing, only they took idea. This map seems more familiar to us, and the coastal area in particular area are surprisingly area. This paint the drawing too, you can see that it is little bit like India map only, but in map 1 it's not like India map. Okay, so you can see that it is little bit similar from now present map. Okay, and all the words are written in English. You can see this gold fede Bengal, then Indus, then something very small letters are there, so Borghat, some words are there, Agra, some words you can understand. Okay, this map was used by European sailors and merchants on their wages. Mainly this map was used by European sailors. European sailors mean those who sail the ship, okay, for business purpose. They do business from one country to another. And in 17th century, European were one of the most famous businessmen people in this world. Okay, so they use this map to travel one country to another country for business purpose. So European sailors and merchant on their wages. So next one, you can see equally important is the fact that the science of cartography differed in two periods. These two drawings is much different. Okay, when historians read documents, maps and texts from the past, they have to be sensitive to the different historical background. Whenever a person read documents or draw map or write something, in the link of past history, they should gather better knowledge. They should use 80 to 90% exact informations. Okay, the context in which information of the past was produced. Now, new and old terminologies. Okay, new and old terminologies. What are the new names and what are the old names were given? If the context in which information is produced changes with time, what about language and meanings? In this context, in this chapter, you have heard, I think, which information is produced. There are a lot of information in this book which has been changed from time to time. You have studied, for example, 1154 the drawing was made, and it was made by 17 in which year, 1720. So 600 years gap was there. So you can see that little bit very much changes are there. Historical records exist in a variety of languages which have changed considerably over the years. Previously, in 11th century or 12th century or 13th century, people speak various languages. Okay, people uses or speak various languages to speak. That time English was not there popular. That time, for example, Persian language, European language, that language were popular. Medieval Persian, for example, is different from modern Persian. Medieval Persian means what? Medieval Persian means past. The language which are used in past history, they are called medieval Persian. And modern Persian means nowadays which we are studying. The difference is not just with regard to grammar and vocabulary. The meaning of words also change over time. Not only the words has been changed or grammatical has been also changed. Vocabulary pronunciation is also has been changed from time to time. Okay. So take the term Hindustan for example. Example it has been given. You can see that page number 3. Take the term Hindustan for example. Today we understand it as India. Definitely in the past it was not India. People use what? Instead of India they say Hindustan. You can see in movie और एनी काइंड ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट चैनल आप लोग देख सकते हो कि पहले ज़माने में भारत नहीं कहा जाता, भारत कहा जाता है पहले ज़माने। अभी के ज़माने में इंडिया जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं, पहले ज़माने में इंडिया नहीं बोलते, हिंदुस्तान बोलते थे। द मॉडर्न नेशन स्टेट व्हेन द टर्म वाज यूज्ड इन द 13th century by Minhaj I Siraj. So Hindustan was used by 13th century. By whom? Minhaj Siraj. A chronicler who wrote in Persian. It was written in Persian languages. This Hindustan was written in Persian languages. He meant the areas of Punjab. Hindustan means what? That time only the area which are belong to Punjab. That area is only called as Hindustan. Punjab, Haryana also, and the lands of between the Ganga and Yamuna. Ganga and Yamuna, you know that it is a river nowadays. He used the term in a political sense for lands that were a part of the domination of Delhi Sultan. The area included in this term shifted with the extent of Sultanate, but the term never included South India. Though Delhi was the part of the Delhi Sultan, okay, Delhi was the part of the country, but it was dominated by Delhi Sultan. The areas included in this term shifted the extent of the Sultanate. This area was occupied by what? Sultanate. Who occupied Delhi? They are called Sultanate. But the time never included South India. But the places of South never included in the map. But nowadays South is also part of India only, like Kerala, Chennai, Bengaluru. Okay. By contrast, in the early 16th century, Babur used Hindustan to describe the geography. In earlier 16th century, Babur, it is a king, firstly who used Hindustan to describe the geography. This is a geography subject. For making one drawing of India, first of all, Babur has used this term Hindustan. The fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the sub, as you will see later in the chapter, this was somewhat similar to the way the 14th century poet Amir Khusrau used word Hind. Later we will study about the Amir Khusrau who used Hind. Nowadays we call it Hindi, but in the 14th century Hindi was not there, we called it Hind. While the idea of a geographical and the cultural entity like India did exist, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meanings which we associate it today. So nowadays Hindustan we have not said, we say India. So after changing of time to time, 18th century, 19th century, 20th century, then India was exist, Hindustan was gone. Instead of Hindustan we use India, and it not only help in the political as well as it also help the national feelings also, national meanings which you associate with today. But Hindustan was not fully related with political or the national meanings. Nowadays India is related with political and national meanings. Okay, so this much is up to today. I will teach next class this the remaining part. So if you like this video, please share, like, comment and share. Thank you my dear friends. Have a good day.